While you're back home taking care of the otters, I was out there in Cody, Wyoming, 13 below zero these days. What an experience.
Oh, that's a nice one.
This is a moment of truth with bighorn rams. This is what we call the clash. This is the dominant ram. This is the submissive ram that wants to be the chief.
For Glenn Chambers and his wife Jeannie, chats about photography excursions to far-flung locales are business as usual. His career in conservation includes work as a wildlife biologist, filmmaker, artist, photographer, and fundraiser. Perhaps his most ambitious effort involved driving in excess of 800,000 miles over 12 years, educating school children about the reintroduction of river otters to Missouri.
I grew up in a rural setting, of course, and early in life, I decided what I wanted to do for a vocation. I mean, I was one of those fortunate kids that set my goals early, and I stayed with it.
Chambers enjoyed hunting with his father, and he also developed a love for shooting with cameras.
So I sawed the corner off the smokehouse door, got in there with my little box brownie, and pointed out through the corner of the smokehouse door and photographed cardinals and chickadees. And boy, listen, my dad was a little upset when he saw the corner of that smokehouse door sawed off, that big hole in it. And he said, "What's that for?" And I showed him. He said, "Well, it works."
When it was time to go to college, Chambers selected Central Missouri State College, now UCM. He discovered some of his greatest learning opportunities outside the traditional classroom. He also found the perfect mentor in Dr. Oz Hoxley.
He was really quite influential in my life, and the outing club that we belonged to was a great experience because part of the responsibility that went with the outing club was helping map rivers and caves throughout the state of Missouri, and we floated every stream in the Ozarks several times, had just a wonderful experience, and Dr. Hoxley was always there guiding us on and encouraging us, and he was absolutely wonderful.
When he wasn't in class or outside, Chambers enjoyed his membership in the Tau Kappa Epsilon fraternity.
The social end of being at CMSU was just about as important to many of us as the academic part of it. It was a great aspect of college life.
Following graduation in 1958, he continued his education with a master's degree in wildlife management from the University of Missouri. He then embarked on a career with the Missouri Department of Conservation. 9 months after starting, his work took an unexpected turn.
This whole thing originated the idea of me being a cinematographer when another one of my mentors, Charles Schwartz, decided, after seeing a number of my still pictures that I had taken through the years, he said, "Wow," to his wife, Libby, he said, "We need to get Glenn on our motion picture team." Of course, I would jump at the opportunity because that's one of the things that I always wanted to do.
Chambers became a skilled cinematographer as he learned the craft of film editing, writing, and producing. He's won numerous Emmy Awards and is a renowned nature artist. Chambers worked a decade for Ducks Unlimited, and in 1984, his painting was selected as the official duck stamp for Missouri.
People who just meet him think he's very positive and upbeat, and he is that. But there's an intensity about him that is unrelenting. When river otters were being restored to our state, his solution to public issues with otters was, well, we'll catch some and have them imprinted on us, and we'll take them around and let people experience it firsthand.
Compared to raising boys, and we had 5 of them at our house, 2 otters equal 5 boys, okay?
You cannot keep up with an otter, especially 2 otters. They are very intelligent and very energetic. And you put those 2 traits together and it's impossible to keep up with them.
Whether you see them in the professional setting, whether you see them at Conservation Federation of Missouri event, it is the same Glenn, who is 100% on fire with enthusiasm, with this energy. I have no idea where he gets it, but seeing the world and what's next.
Both Parker Pauley and Murphy enjoy hunting with their friend.
It's purely a wonderful friendship and something that we enjoy doing, but we enjoy doing it together too. And that's unusual for us because each of us are usually the expert when we go with someone else, and we can just relax and enjoy the experience when we get to go out together.
He makes every experience with him just like you're on a grand adventure. He usually fixes breakfast for the people in the blind, which is amazing. Hunting in his blind is not hunting. It's not like hunting in most people's blinds. It's hunting out of the Ritz. I don't think he knows the word can't. I mean, he just does, and he does it with perfection and professionalism and passion. He's remarkable.
Whether serving as a wildlife biologist, a board president of the Conservation Federation of Missouri, or educating the public, the name Glenn Chambers is synonymous with wildlife conservation.
People value what they understand. People value what they know. And Glenn has the ability to bring value of our critters, bring value of our natural resources to people in a very personal way. You cannot put a price tag on that.
I tried to come at people from the aspect of this, that you're going to learn something about the total life of this critter. And that was a real eye-opener and a real educational tool. And the department used that to the nth degree.
This is a great ambassador for our organization and just for this lifestyle. And you won't find a better one.
Now in his mid-70s, Chambers is perfecting yet another profession, that of sculptor. He advises today's college students to fully engage in their career of choice.
Set your goals, stay focused, exercise, keep your mind sharp, do things that are challenging. Don't overlook a good challenge.
On behalf of myself and all of us here at the Federation, we want to congratulate you on this Distinguished Alumni Award. We're thrilled at this recognition for you and your family. We congratulate you and we thank you for the service that made it possible.
Glenn Chambers, you are an amazing man, and I know everyone in the room that's with you tonight knows that as well. You have lived a passionate life. You've had an amazing impact on so many of us. We are so very fortunate to have had a Glenn Chambers in our lives, so thank you for being you.